Hello and welcome. This is Kristen from Life of Crafting, and I got quite a few videos coming right now because I'm finishing off some of these projects that I started that were kind of half finished in my stash. I'm sure you can all relate. You probably have those same things. So I'll get into it. These two I'll start with first was from the paper pack from Stampin' Up! That was the gingerbread. I don't know if it was called So Sweet Christmas something, but it was back from maybe 2019-ish era. Great collection. They had the houses that were in there. This I do believe is the Stampin' Up! Scent, as an S-C-E-N-T, Scentsational stamp set. They did have a punch and punch and a stamp that was part of this collection, but this is not that one. The Wishing You a Sweet Christmas was part of the stamp set that came with this whole suite. And this was a time when my friend and I had gotten together. We were just trying to blow out some cards and get together on a weekday night and, kind of just have some fun. So we found these two online, and this particular one I liked because it's flat. The only thing that's really of any dimension is the ribbon that I put on the front. So it would be a great thing for mailing. There are several layers. There's it starts with a crumb cake base and a real red layer. These are Stampin' Up! Colors. There's like little trees, I don't know if you can see in there. They were really cute pattern. I had a ton of this pattern left. It was just one I just hadn't used up. I was using some scraps up here. This was an old tag punch from Stampin' Up! These were honestly things I had already in my stash that I got to use up. And I love this candy cane. It comes to right here. It's a nice one for stashing behind stuff. So that was this card. And then this was the scalloped tag topper punch from Stampin' Up! From way back when. I very much doubt that it's even still out. This was just some red ribbon I got at Hobby Lobby. I did this on a white card base to match the white and the peppermints from this pattern. I used their banner punch to get the punches here. Honestly, I don't even know. I may have found this off of Pinterest, but it was a very simple design because, again, we were trying to make these during the week and get several of them done. This was fussy cut and just popped up on some dimensionals. And I thought it was just a cute way of using up some of these papers, because I still have more of this paper, believe it or not. I want to try and use up. This was a card that we made. Ooh, did we make this? We may have found this on Pinterest. I was usually going to a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator by the name of Gail Murray, and she has been doing card classes for the last 2 years because of COVID. But I don't think we did this with her. I think this was one that my friend Vicky had really liked and found on Pinterest. But this one was quite detailed. She made it for her family Christmas card. I'm going to be honest, it was a lot of work. It's a Night of Navy base. These are, again, our Stampin' Up! Colors. There's a base of white. There's another base of Night of Navy with a swirl embossing folder. This was her embossing folder, my friend, so I'm not exactly sure where that one came from. Then this is just a small panel here of white with an all over. We used just like the Whisper White, like craft ink. There's plenty of other white inks on the market, and we just did an all over. She used some snowflake stamps that she had in her stash. And then this navy was bought at, I believe, Hobby Lobby, the check pattern that's stashed behind this bigger layer here of navy. The snowflakes were that Snowflake Flurry or something, I think it was. It was like a very limited release of dies from Stampin' Up! And it sold out almost instantaneous. It was crazy how fast it sold. We borrowed the stamps from one of our friends that was a demonstrator who was able to get her hands on a set to make these cards. But you could use almost any different type of snowflake. This here is the white. It was like a shimmery. You really, it's going to be hard to tell. It was a white shimmer paper that Stampin' Up! Had released for a limited time, but it almost just shows as white. I did find a Joy stamp. I believe it was from an old close to my heart stamp, but you know, you can, if you can find any sentiment that went in there. But we really liked the different textures and colors. There is a silver foil in there, if you can see it, versus just having a white snowflake. There was just, with the ribbon and the embossing, there was a lot going on with this card. I made, I think, 6 of these, and like I said, I didn't do too many. She made like 30 or 35. It was insane. I swear she spent like one full like 24-hour period just doing that. On the opposite end of the spectrum was this card I had made. I did this for, we had a group of women that would get together and everybody would take turns presenting cards, and I thought this was it was a very fast, simple card to put together. Just a white card base. I had a layer, this was actually just a red that I had in my stash. I don't even know. It's probably just something I picked up at a yard sale. The white is done with the, I think it's called like Into the Woods or something. It was an embossing folder that Stampin' Up! Had that's been discontinued, I believe. But any kind of one that you have with a tree embossing folder, I just took some of the red and white twine, wrapped it around it, and knotted it. This was an old tag and stamp set that Stampin' Up! Had way back. Like, I'm talking, like, I've been stamping for probably over 10 years, and it was before that era. But any kind of little tiny tag, and this was a Impression Obsessions bird die. You probably get like 15 or 20 like different positioned birds in this set, and I was able to cut out probably, you know, with 2 runs through, probably 30 of these birds, and made, I want to say, in probably a 2-hour period, I probably made like 30 of these cards. So if you're looking for something fast and easy, this card was one that was definitely going to get you a bunch in a very short period of time. So this is what I have for this installment of my Saturday morning makes. It's not a Saturday, but hopefully you'll at least get to enjoy it, even if it's not a Saturday. So I appreciate your time. I'd really appreciate if you like and get inspiration from my cards, that you would sign up and become subscribed as a member so that you can get me to show up in your feed with other cards. Again, I have a lot more coming. I am cleaning out and organizing my craft area. So in the next couple of weeks, I know I'm going to have like a flurry of them coming. And then when I can get through the bulk of what I have, you'll see I'm going to get into more of the things that are my designs and my things at that period of time. Some of these are ones I'm finding, like I said, they were off Pinterest and things like that. So may you have a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye.